but the acronym was, I think it was great routines initiate and navigate destiny. And, you know, we believe in that here. You know, we believe in just how we get ready and come on our practice fields. It's the same intensity on Tuesday each week from the coaches, regardless of who we play. And I promise you, this is the biggest game of the year. There ain't no doubt about it. This one right here, because this is the one in front of us. This is the only one we can do anything about. We can't do anything about one that we played, whether we won it or lost it. We can't do anything about the one that's coming in 2 weeks, you know, or whenever. Who knows? May not even be here. But this is the one thing that we've got to be focused on. And that's a culture that you develop, and then it's the leadership buying into that. And, you know, we've definitely got that here.
You talk about the mentality of the team. As great as the win was this past Saturday, what has been the response to the 5 turnovers that you had? Is it something that you change anything going into practice this week that interpreting besides how important it is?
No, it's ball. I mean, give them some credit too. I mean, ball security, we talk about all the time. You know, it's disappointing because again, we made it a lot harder than it needed to be. We only had 1 drop, so we've got a nice run going. We had 12 drops in the first 2 games, and then we had 2 and now 1. So we're trending in the right direction. But that 1 drop was an interception in the red zone to give them, you know, set them up for points, and then we had 2 turnovers on ourselves in the red zone where we came away with no points. The one throwing to Mike, and then the other one with Leggett on the fumble. But hey, give their guy player. Their players made a play, and give them credit for that. They did a great job of stripping the ball out. So, all right, well, it just reminds you guys, hey, it's we call it 6 points of pressure on the ball at all times. And so you show it on film. Hey, here's where you got loose with the ball. Ball's away from your body. This is why we can't have balls in jeopardy. You know, this is why we have to have the 6 points of pressure the way it's supposed to be. And we just coach it. Okay, D-Dub or Mike, hey, that ball needs to, Mike, you can't let that ball get intercepted. You can't let him outcompete you for the ball. D-Dub, you're a little off right there. You know, ball's got to be in front, just a little bit more accurate. So, you know, you just coach it. Deshaun, on the fumble that he had, I mean, he's just fighting for extra yards. It was a great play, a good run, and Dave did a good job of stripping it out. So, again, just you get in a crowd, you're fighting for extra yards. Hey, 2 hands on the ball. You know, let's lock it down. I mean, it's just football. It's the first game I've ever won with 5 turnovers. The other couple games that I've been a part of where we had 5 turnovers, we got our butts handed to us. So it's my first one to be a part of.
I was wondering if you had seen
Against a really good team too.
the photo of the 16-year-old who got up out of the wheelchair.
Yeah. Oh man.
To cheer that last play.
Yeah, I had probably 15 people send that to me yesterday via email or text or whatever, and powerful, just powerful. I mean, it's just, and again, that's a message to your team as to why it matters how you play, you know, because of the joy that you bring other people. You know, there's a young man, I think his name was Logan, is that right? Is it Logan? Here's a young man, Logan, that, you know, has got a tough disease that he's battling. Cerebral palsy, I think is what he has, and you know, he can't go play football. But he's doing all he can do. And I just think that is just, that is what it's all about. Taking what you have and doing the very best you can with it. And sometimes I think it's a great reminder for all of us, you know, that we should be so thankful for our health and the opportunities to do the things that we get to do. And for those players to be able to go out there and be able to play a game and to use the talents that they've been blessed with in the right way.
Talk about the fans and the atmosphere Saturday night. Is that the best you've seen?
Man, I've been a part of some great ones, but that was it was incredible. It really was. I mean, from the opening, when we got off the bus for Tiger Walk, it was just incredible. I mean, it really was. I mean, you could just feel the intensity in the crowd. That's the highest ranked win we've ever had here. It was a big game, a big doggone game, and you could just, the emotion that was in the crowd and the energy was powerful. I don't know that we've ever had back-to-back penalties on the first two plays of the game, and that was a direct result of our crowd. I mean, no question about it. And then in the fourth quarter, especially once we got that, we kind of put them to sleep a little bit with how we played in that third quarter. But that kick return kind of got them back up, and it was on from there. I mean, man, it was special. Special environment to be a part of. Just loved every second. And coming over to the game day. I mean, I got over. I think that show comes on at like 9, and I got over here. They wanted me there at 9:15. I got over there about 9, right at 9. They were just coming on there, maybe a little before, and I mean the place was packed, and there were people all over the campus. And so when we left game day, me and the trooper were going back. We're heading back to Anderson to the hotel, and we're coming down perimeter. And I said, "Man, pull over here." And we just stopped at a couple of random tailgates. We pulled up on this one group over in the parking lot, and they had a big old orange van. These old boys were sitting out, had their chairs kicked back. I mean, doors were open. They had a big screen TV. I mean, they're just sitting there. It's like, right at 9:45, 10 o'clock in the morning, and trooper car pulls up. Of course, they all, kind of like, what's going on? They're all drinking beer, and I roll the window down. I'm like, "Hey, boys, we ready to go?" And they looked at me like, "Coach Swinney?" And so I get out of the car, and I said, "Hey, man, I just want to make sure we're ready around here." And I said, "Y'all drinking beer already? Gonna be rocking in the valley tonight." But we had fun with that. So then I went around a couple other tailgates, just kind of popped in on some people, and in the parking lot, took some pictures, and then we headed back out. Now we're going back out down perimeter. Now we've kind of come out a good ways. I look up on my left, and underneath a tree, I think it was before you get to Cherry Road, but underneath a tree, there's a truck. It's pulled on the grass. He's backed all the way up under a tree, and they got it all set up. There's some food cooking. They got all this stuff, and it's just a man and a woman, and they're in those two of those zero gravity chairs. You know what I'm talking about? That you just kind of lay back, and they'll lay all the way back, and they're laid back. She's got a pillow, got a cover, and I said, "Hang on, stop here." So I come running up on them, and I'm like, "Can I get y'all anything? Y'all need anything?" Now this is the ultimate setup right here. So I laid in the zero gravity chair and hung out with them for a minute, and then I went on back to the hotel, and I told the team when I got back, as we had our first meeting, we had a meeting at 11:15. I said, I told them, I said, "It's unbelievable," and I'm no telling how early those people were there, setting up and all of that stuff. So it was amazing just to be a part of it, and that's what makes Clemson special, is just the atmosphere. And I don't know how many people were here that weren't in the stadium. There was probably, there might have been 15,000 plus that just were here tailgating, that didn't even come into the game, just out having a big old time. So it's a unique and special place for sure.
Will Trey Lamar and Denzel Johnson be available to play?
Yes.
That was Christian